chilling prospect on this brisk and crystalline afternoon. What had my new boss, Jake Stevens, editor-in-chief of the Door County Gazette, said when giving me directions out here? You'll know it when you get there. I had shrugged nonchalantly. Yeah, I'll find it. I had yet to lose my city veneer. 10 years of adjunct teaching in English departments at 5 different Chicago colleges had taught me the value of cultivating a tough exterior. When the purple-haired student high on LSD had threatened me during my lecture on Shakespeare's Macbeth, I had told him to get out or I'd throw him out. When a rowdy group of hockey players wouldn't shut up during a discussion about Gothic novels, I had flung an eraser at their heads. I presented myself as unflappable, no matter the challenge, because in truth, just about everything frightened me. Now listen here, Leigh Girard, I tell myself resolutely as I was running from Chicago's Union Station to catch the elevated train to one campus or another. You don't have time to be afraid. Little did I know then how much those words foreshadowed my future. After 10 years of hopping from college to college and trying to honor a profession that didn't honor me, I had decided to chuck it all. Leave my husband of 15 years, leave Chicago for Door County, Wisconsin, and start a new career as a journalist. Door County seemed an arbitrary choice. We'd vacationed there often in the summer. I knew it, at least as a tourist knows any place, and most importantly, I could afford it on my meager salary. I'd found a cottage to rent in Egg Harbor. Situated on the Green Bay side of the peninsula between Carlsville and Fish Creek, Egg Harbor was one of the smaller villages, population 183. If I hadn't landed the Door County Gazette job, I have no real idea where I would have gone. I hoped in all this change I'd find what was left of myself. Because within this change was a part entirely involuntary that scarred all of my life as it had been before. Cancer will do that, yank you out of your life. Not that I'm dying, at least not presently. I'm just minus one breast, the left one. Instead, I have a 6-inch fuchsia slash of scar tissue that is still angry-looking. It cuts across my left arm from underarm to sternum. And when I look closely, I can see my heart beating. A faint but steady throb pulsates against this new thin tissue of my skin. I guess I'm a modern version of those Amazon women who supposedly cut off a breast so they could be better markswomen. A friend told me about the Amazons after the mastectomy. Is this supposed to make me feel better? I found it hard to believe any woman would do this to herself on purpose, even a mythical woman. I pulled into the narrow driveway, eventually wondering if there was an end to it, much less a house so far into the trees. When I was about to turn around, I glimpsed a pale green ranch house encased in aluminum siding that looked like a giant bread box with windows. So much for the Door County charm and my envisioned ambiance of limestone cottages with stained glass windows and hand-carved doors. Adding insult to injury were 4 plastic Halloween pumpkins perched on the porch railing. Their ghoulish grins were only likely to scare an interior decorator. Someone had tried to add a touch of native charm by setting a stone fence that encircled the house. My task was to interview Mrs. Eva Peck about her husband, Carl Peck, who had died yesterday. The Gazette had a tradition of writing feature stories on newly deceased residents instead of standard obits.